evaluation. She's a medical doctor. She's a forensic psychiatrist and a custody evaluator, and she's a lawyer on top of that. She came and testified for days, literally for days. She testified and led up to, Mr. Wade should not have custody of these children. They should be with their mom, even if that's residential parenting. And if in the event that you have to make a decision, she told the court, as to who should have full custody, she said after a thorough evaluation, 2 of them, her first evaluation and a supplemental one, all her credentials, all her years of experience, her being a doctor and a lawyer, a forensic psychiatrist, and she said Miss Wade should have custody of these children. Zion and Zaire should live with Miss Wade. She said it, but nevertheless, the court did what they wanted to do. And Mr. Wade, he did have witnesses as well. He had his cell for the 3 days because Judge Goldfarb completely destroyed our opportunity to even question Mr. Wade for 4 days. He had his own sister. I'm not certain how credible that is, but he had her there. And then he had a woman come and testify whose husband was later indicted, by the FBI for drugs and selling drugs. And that was, basically the extent of Mr. Wade's witness list. And while teachers and even psychologists came forward and took depositions, and medical doctors were involved, and the court's own witness. Nevertheless, like I said, Judge Goldfarb, long before the trial was over, long before we came close to even the end of the trial, she was already talking to me about me having to move to Florida. So, no, it's not the only time that happened. Judge Maria Nega was saying, we can't have a court reporter. She's having the hearing in the back. She's going in the back. She's, not going to have this hearing out in open court, and disallowed us to bring the court reporter. She literally forbid us to bring the court reporter to the back and gave us the same ultimatum that we got from Judge Goldfarb. If you want to insist on having a record and a court reporter there, then you're not allowed in there, period. So we had a choice to make. Either not be a part of the hearing, and that would mean I'm unrepresented, or we could listen to Judge, Nega tell us, you're coming in the back and you're not going to have a record of what's said or what's done. And so we didn't have any other choice. We had to do it, and we went in the back, and again, so much wrong, so much unlawful things, so much bias and impartiality was done, and a lot of it was done off the record from no choice of our own. Yes, this is the main reason why I went to law school. Everything that happened to Zion and Zaire, everything that happened to myself has been the reason why. It's been my motivation to get into law school and to work as hard as I've been working. And it is the reason why, I have the foundation, a Woman's Worth Foundation. It's a large part of the motivation in helping other women and children who've been victims of domestic violence. It's the reason why, we have the shelter, the House of Hope, because I know what it feels like, to have to flee from your own home because you're not safe, or you've literally physically been beat up by your spouse. And so that's one of the main reasons, without a question. And we do have a website. It's www.awomansworth.info, and we definitely, have used everything we've had, different people. My sister Najee, she helps me with that as well. And, we do everything that's within our power, everything God has equipped us with and given us experience, knowledge, wisdom, our educational background, and we use it to help others who've been in situations like we have.